What is up, guys? Amp here, bringing you some Gears of War 3 beta. Say what? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm playing this game. Anyways, I'm playing some Gears of War 3 beta. Yeah, I I don't know why. I'm not sure. I guess it's because Il Barbecue gave me a code, and that's how it went. Yeah, pretty much. Because if you guys didn't know, if you have some friends playing the beta and you want to get in, if they've played like 20 hours of beta, they got a code sent to their Xbox Live email, and they can give that to you so you can play. Just FYI. So I'm going to show you my first game of the beta today. This is actually my very first game. You can see I'm a level 1 sitting down there at the bottom of the scoreboard, waiting to get into a public match of TDM here on Checkout. And I don't know, dude. This game really is not my game at all. Let's see. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and first off and preface that this is probably my fourth or fifth game of Gears of War multiplayer I've ever played. I've played a lot more since then because we jump on after we're done with some Black Ops pretty much every night since I've gotten it. So I've played a bit more. I haven't gotten much better than I am right now. Let's see, this game I go 9-9, so it's not great, but for a first game going even, not too bad. I actually want to bang out some news real fast before we get started today. So I'm playing the Gears of War 3 beta, obviously, but I got some stuff I want to post next week since I've been kind of off my schedule recently. I'm gonna post a couple videos next week. First off, I'm gonna post a Reach commentary. I haven't picked the game yet, but I have some stuff I want to talk about, so we'll do that. Reach commentary first. Then hopefully it'll be out on Monday, and then my next video will hopefully be out on Wednesday, and that's gonna be some Black Ops gameplay video, no commentary on that one. So look out for that. I really like to post the gameplays every once in a while, or at least I feel like I want to start doing that, because commentary over gameplays kind of directs you away from the gameplay itself, and I don't really like that fact. Because sometimes the gameplay can speak for itself, and it's entertaining even though there's nobody talking to you over it. So I'm going to go ahead and post some gameplay. I have some cool videos I want to get out to you guys. Most of it's from the competitive playlist, so hopefully that will be entertaining enough for you. What we got next on the list here? Amp's Halo Quest will be back in full force on Friday. Hopefully I get some new episodes, get them recorded and get everything worked out so that I have Halo 1 worked out and all set to go. So I get that out to you guys, and then I'll get started on Halo 2, finish that up, and then we can actually start playing together in the Halo 3 and the Halo Reach campaign playthroughs. Those will be on Legendary since I'll have some people with me. But sticking with normal for now, just get it done. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so back to the beta impressions. So like I said, this is my first game of the beta, and it's probably my fourth or fifth game of Gears of War multiplayer total. So I don't have much experience with this game at all. I'm a Halo player, as you guys know. And so what's going to happen in this game is I'm just going to be like exploring some of the weapons. I have the Lancer and the Gnasher right now. I believe later on I switch to the Hammer Burst, which I pretty much use primarily now. I prefer the single shot over the crazy crosshair of the Lancer shots. So Hammer Burst is my weapon of choice now. As for the shotguns, I'm going to stick with the Gnasher, because I do end up using the sawed-off once this game. I don't get any kills with it because I just start firing wildly, and doesn't get me much because that freaking gun is horrible except for super extreme close range, and I'm not used to this whole third-person thing yet. So getting that super close range is not that hard for an opponent because I'll be fucking rushing them and they'll be looking over the box they're hiding behind. So fortunately, I do die a couple times from the shot off as I've played. I'm not sure about this game specifically, but you'll see that I'm not very good with it, at least yet. I don't plan on using it too much because it's probably the noobiest weapon in the game. And I just got a double kill there. I'm not quite sure how I managed that, but I did. So that was pretty cool. I got the Retro Lancer on the back, I believe. It's got the nice blade on the front of it. Um, Supposedly the two newbiest weapons, at least from all the guys who played the previous gears, two newbiest weapons in the beta are the Retro Lancer and the Sawed Off. So just keep that in mind, I guess, when you're playing or watching any Gears gameplay. Keep in mind that the Nasher is pretty much the weapon of choice for most people that have some Gears experience. And so, yeah. Okay, let's move on to the weapons specifically. I was mentioning which ones I was using, but like I said, I really use the class Hammer Burst Nasher, and I've gotten pretty good at getting those close range kills. In this game, I get a couple just because I have some teammates around, but I've been getting pretty good at keeping my distance when I need to, getting shots on guys, helping my teammates out that way with the Hammer Burst. And then as well, I've also learned that if I'm down in some kills, or I need to get my KD a little more positive, or get out of the negative, I run up with the Nasher and get some pretty clutch kills that way. But like I said, I'm not really used to this game. The one mechanic I really hate in this game, which pretty much controls the entire thing, is the frickin' A button. This button controls pretty much like 80% of what you do, all of your movement. I'd go as far as to say is 90%, maybe even 95, 99, because you the cover system. I think it's a cool mechanic, but in my opinion, it detracts from the actual game itself. From me, at least, I just do not enjoy having kids like zoom past me when I'm trying to kill. They're in front of me, and then all of a sudden they're behind me. They're over some cover. They're doing whatever else. I mean, I can do the same thing now, but it's just I think it's kind of annoying that you can get away in such a way in that sort of fashion. If you can see what I'm saying, the cover system's kind of neat because I mean you can cover stuff. But I prefer the first-person shooters a lot more than third. I played Rainbow Six Vegas. That's third-person shooter. Uses cover system. That one's kind of cool. Like I said, I don't really enjoy using the cover system. It really only works with the third-person games. But that's another point, is that I don't like having that third person because it's a disadvantage. It's an advantage for everybody, but it's also a disadvantage for me more so because I haven't played third person. I don't have the experience. It's annoying because you'll be rushing. I'm an aggressive player. You guys know that. I'll be rushing into their spawn or rushing a guy that I see or a teammate has called out or a teammate's located, and he'll know exactly where I am because he's picked a spot behind a crate, and apparently you can look over the crate while you're completely covered. And it just doesn't make sense to me because that's usually what gets you. That's usually what gets you with the sawed off, is that you'll be pushing to get a kill or chase down a kill, and sawed off guy will pull out a sawed off and just destroy you as soon as you pop into his view. And I just find that to be really frustrating. And the mechanic itself, I mean the cover system, like I said, cover system, it's okay. And it makes sense for a game like this, but in my opinion, it's not as good. I think it detracts from the game because you use the A button in the majority of what you do. And right here, I'm trying to figure out how to revive. It wasn't working out very well for me. I just think it detracts from the gameplay a little bit. Obviously, my Gears friends don't think that it detracts. It just makes it better, just because that's how they learn to play. And I don't know. I just think that it's not a great mechanic for like steady gameplay, in my opinion. And I just don't like it. Like right there, like sliding across the floor, that just doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, it's a video game. I know that, but it's just it just takes away from the gameplay, in my opinion, because you get kids who can just get out of the way and get out of a situation in a really like glitchy way, I kind of want to say, because there's not a really good way to describe it other than they're kind of like just throwing their character across the map, and it's just kind of, I think it's kind of cheap in a way. if you can see what I mean. Just like getting out of the way, it's such a simple button push. It just doesn't make sense to me to have that in a game. Alright, now that I'm done with that rant, let's move on to the game types a little bit. I'm playing Team Deathmatch. It's a new addition, I believe, to the Gears franchise. The main game type that you're used to seeing is execution, which is just the every man the two teams against each other only have one life. You spawn on the map and try to push up and eliminate the other team. So obviously that's the Gears main game type, but they wanted to try something else. And TDM this way kind of makes sense because of their whole system basing off the execution game type. So you have a certain amount of lives, and once they're depleted, you only have one respawn. You only have one life left, and so the first team to run out of lives loses the match. So it makes sense for how Gears is played, and so overall the game type's pretty good. I enjoyed playing it. Now the other one that they have on this one is Capture the Leader. Well, they also have King of the Hill. I haven't played any King of the Hill yet, but I played some Capture the Leader. It's sort of like Capture the Flag, except you just kind of use the leader as a meat shield and try to stay alive as long as possible. Well, in a certain amount of time. I believe it's like 45 seconds or something like that. It didn't seem like 60, so I guess 45 or 30 seconds. And you try to hold the leader for that amount of time, and if you win that way, then you win the round. And Gears is really round-based, even though a lot of these game types are based on kills. It's round-based, so keep that in mind too when you're playing or when you're watching stuff. If there's one round where a team can just destroys the other team, has like 10 lives left, and the other team's already dead, like they won the round. The next round it could go the complete opposite way. But yeah, here's my first endeavor with the hammer burst, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I have this weapon right now. This is awesome. Because the Lancer was just shooting all over the place, whereas the hammer burst has that one little reticle in the middle, single shot just keeps it solid. And that's another thing I've kind of gotten used to now, is I've actually gotten used to active reloads. So I can't do it every time, but I've gotten used to it, and so I don't screw it up as much as I have in this video. Just because I wasn't paying attention to it enough, at least at the beginning. So yeah, this game is about to wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed my first game of Gears of War 3 beta, and I don't think I'll be posting much more. I don't think I'll be purchasing the game in September, so don't expect too much more Gears gameplay from me. I may end up renting it or playing it again at a friend's house or something like that. So keep in mind that I might have some more, but I'm probably not going to buy the game for myself. So I just don't enjoy it as much as other first-person shooters. Well, other shooters, because it's the third-person shooter. I'm not a big fan of the third-person shooters, but I have some friends who had Rainbow Six Vegas. We did that for a while, and then now I have some friends with Gears. But the mechanics in this game just don't suit me well. So, and the D-pad weapon switch system, that's gotten me killed too many times. I can't even count that. Anyways, I wasn't playing with anybody I know in this match, but it was still enjoyable nonetheless, even though I only went 9-9, going even. But as you can see, it's my first match, just getting some XP there. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Not a great review for the game, but I still have a little bit of fun with it, and you might see a little bit more from me. But yeah, that's Gears of War, and I'll see you guys next week.